Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. Week 8, San Francisco 49ers, 3-4. Who thought we would be saying that is a record? It's hard to even have an upbeat, like, hey, let's go out and let's get them. I can remember 4 or 5 years ago when we were making these videos, when it was like I was just trying to talk myself into having faith that we were going to go out and we were going to win one for the locker room. We don't need to have the score have our number be higher at the end of the fourth. As long as we can play with teams and show that we're building towards something, that's all the goal really was. But I felt like what we were doing was we were putting together a team that was ready to compete for the playoffs. And, you know, after we completed that, we've been to 2 Super Bowls. I'm still waiting for us to finish the story. If I can steal that from Cody Rhodes. I thought last year was the year. I honestly thought last year was almost the last chance we were going to have. But, you know, it took a while to get everybody into the room and everybody else signed. We lost a few pieces along the way. We lost some pieces that we didn't think we were going to lose. But, you know, we put a team together that people still pointed at and was like, the 49ers might be the best team in the NFL. I'm not 100% sure, but I bet there's people out there picking for the San Francisco 49ers not even to make the playoffs right now. I mean, as of yesterday, we had some questions answered. It looks like Christian McCaffrey, they're not going to break the glass on. Some people thought that, you know, especially after last week, they were going to tell him it's time to get out there. Let's see what you got. Your team needs you. They're still going to push him till after the bye week. So we're still 3 weeks away from getting Christian McCaffrey. And we'll have to see how much he really changes this team. And you got to think, if it doesn't go well right out of the gate, if they'll not sit him down and just say, hey, you're done, take the year off, but take the load off of him, and, you know, make him still, you know, go out there and do his thing, but, you know, keep Jordan Mason in there. Not like last year when we had Elijah Mitchell back there and we just didn't use him at all. And we just kept on pumping McCaffrey. You know, maybe just ease his workload and then see what we got going on next year. Because, I mean, the team won't be the same, but, I mean, we'll still be looking to compete. I mean, we're not done. We're going to give, you know, Purdy the money that he's got. We're going to have some questions to answer on both sides of the ball. Probably lose George Kittle. Hopefully he mentored our 2 tight ends that we have now into being, you know, players half as good or 3/4 as good as he ever was. So we're going to lose pieces, and that's kind of how the NFL works, is that, you know, teams don't get to stay together forever and just stay together and dominate. But you got teams like the Chiefs, you got teams like the Patriots. You gotta think that we're in that, you know, that window to where we can put a team together that's going to compete each and every year. And we haven't won it yet, but at least we're giving the fans, you know, something to look forward to. I can tell you the best thing about this upcoming week. The Niners play on Sunday night television. We're going to be on NBC, and this here is a bigger put up or shut up game than last week was. I'm glad that we're playing the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys, the few times that I have seen them, because we're force-fed them on Thursdays and Sundays and Mondays, you know, being America's team, that, you know, they make sure that, you know, they're in our eyesight. It's been a long freaking time since Dallas has really won anything, you know, relative. You know, I think that they did not win a playoff game the whole time that Tony Romo was their quarterback, and they were treated like they were a Super Bowl favorite each and every year. If there's any team in the NFL that I love beating, I can't say the Chiefs because we haven't beat them, is the Cowboys. The Cowboys are almost getting to that point where I get with the Raiders, where I kind of feel bad that they're not as good as they should be, because the Dallas Cowboys is kind of a team that, when they're good, football is good, because you know how often they're going to be on television. It's not like when you see their name pop up, they're on a game that you have to watch. It's not going to be bad. I like to go out and blame the coach. A lot of people blame Jerry Jones for being the GM. He doesn't want to let anybody leave. He's got really good players, but when you pay all of your top-of-the-line players and you have to fill in the other positions with guys that aren't as good, the key to the NFL is finding a way to make an even, playing field where you're paying your guys, but you're not paying all top-of-the-line guys. You can just kind of make it kind of even across the board, and that's not really what the Cowboys are doing. Their offensive line, I think, is lacking as of right now. Their defensive line isn't that good. Michael Parsons, I think he's injured right now. I for some reason, I want to say that. It's been a few weeks since I've seen Cowboys, but I think Parsons got injured, and I'm hoping that he's not going to be out there. But if he is, he might be a problem. But when I think of the Cowboys, I think it was a wild card game where we played the Cowboys in the first round of the playoffs. The Niners won, and as they were walking off the stands, because of how close the fans get to the players, they were yelling at Trent Williams and basically leaning over and flipping him off and probably calling him every name in the book, and he was just pointing and laughing at him that they had lost that game. That's the one thing that I think of. We just can't let Dez Bryant beat us. Kind of like when I said with the Cardinals, I didn't want to let them get their passing game going. We just got to find a way to go out there and shut them down. Deebo Samuels, as of right now, is going to be a question mark. We already know that Brandon Ayuk is going to be out, and he's not going to be there. Juan Jennings, he didn't play last week, but I'm hoping that he'll be good to go. You go back to a few weeks ago, they dropped the ball. Was that the Arizona game? It'd be a chance for him to step up, and hopefully he can make good on that one. But Purdy is going to have to figure it out. The one thing that I heard about last week's game is that after the game was done, Shanahan was kind of like giving a lecture to Brock Purdy in the locker room. I'm guessing that word got out, so it must have been public. I don't know if he was talking to him, about the 3 interceptions that he threw. One of them, maybe he didn't know where the receiver was going, but it looked like the receiver didn't know where he was going. You don't really see them blame the quarterback that much, but I don't know. I was hoping that the receiver ran the wrong route, and that's when he overthrew him, and it was picked off. But if anything, we got to win this damn game. That's all that matters. We're looking up at the Seahawks. We're looking up at the Cardinals. I guess that would put us in 3rd place. Only people making us look good right now is the Rams, who we lost to. We're going to have to get those wins back. The one good thing going is that we beat the Seahawks. But, it's tough. It's an uphill grind from here on out. We play Chicago. We play Philly. Maybe like the easiest games that we have scheduled is the Rams game, Cardinals game. But again, like I said just a second ago, we lost to those teams, so you can't really call them easy. But I mean, like, I don't know, man. I just don't know. I need them to go out there. I need them to play. need a win, and we got to get it there. I went through a whole Braves season where I looked at the team at the beginning of the year, and I said, hey, this team looks really, really good. I think we got this year. And then Acuna went down, and I said, hey, the one year that we won the World Series in 21, Acuna was hurt. He wasn't out there, so maybe we can push through this. And then Strider went down, and I was like, well, that's the guy that I thought was going to win the Cy Young this year. I thought he was going to take a huge step forward and be our ace, and we kind of kept winning. And then this happened and that happened, and by the end of the year, Riley was down. It sucked how hurt we got. And now we're just going through the same thing as 49er fans. It's almost like you just want to go out behind the barn and just put the dog down, old Yeller style, and just say, hey, we'll just get them next year. The question marks that surround what next year is going to be. Scary. We got to go out there, we got to play. We got to win games. We got to start by winning this game against Dallas, go into the bye week, come out of that, and continue to find a way to win football games. Win our division, find out what we got going on, and just beat teams in the playoffs. The 49ers are the best when they play 49er football, which is run the football first and, make accurate, good passes. And it seems like this year we have not abandoned the run. We had the league's leading rusher for a large portion of the season. But it was almost like we were a passing team first. And, it just changed our dynamic. Purdy wasn't doing nothing wrong. He was leading the league in passing for a while. So, we really had a well-balanced offense. Our defense ain't bad. I don't know. Just figure it out. That's all I can say. Just go out there, figure it out. Niners and Cowboys, Sunday night, NBC. I know you'll be watching. Hopefully we don't let you down.